This couch is like so comfortable. The other one looks a lot nicer, but I don't know why I have to start a conversation so awkward. See, this is how I thought you were supposed to do that your entire life, even if you're actually talking to people in person. Oh, and you're supposed to be looking over here. And in person, that's supposed to be their face. I don't know. Whatever. I still haven't figured it out yet. I'm 28, and I'm an Aspie. Forgot what I was saying again. Dang it. There it is. Okay. These pillows are made out of feathers. I got them for $5 at Burke's. I'm just saying, I should probably shop for people and get paid for it. No, Gypsy. Go on, Gypsy. Go. So, I've learned this thing, and I actually learned it from my, like, almost 3-year-old daughter. Whenever I clap, I'm like, oh, there's my thoughts. I don't know what it has to do with that. Haven't completely looked into it, but freaking glasses, dude. I don't even know if these things actually help me. I actually recently bought some TheraSpecs on Amazon, and I'm like, please, I hope these are going to work, because I started doing schooling again for like the first time in like 12 years, and I'm having some serious sensory processing issues, which I didn't know I had either. Oh my goodness, like seriously, I was actually really smart my entire life, thought I was stupid, and also had sensory processing issues that totally did not know that I had. So, that's why these are super soft, and they have feathers inside of them. It is fantastic. I just like sitting here, like I'm just gonna like slug down and like lay on them. Yes. See, I got all into the softness of the pillows, and I just forgot what I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, it came to me. Oh, I hate when my watch gets messed up like that. It's so frustrating. Like, stupid band needs to stay in there. So I went to church today, and we were having like, yes, I go to church, so, I mean, I guess y'all know that about me already, but, since I just told you. So we've been having mission stuff, so I've been going to stuff last night and going to stuff today, and I have just, like, been struggling since starting school with sensory issues, like the lighting and the headaches and the just wanting to, like, throw up, and just it's just horrible, and the sounds and everything. I'm just like, headphones, check. And anyways, I just ordered these TheraSpecs off Amazon. They have their actual site, but it's supposed to help people that have sensory issues or issues with vision and things like that. And so, like, I gotta have the whole shebang. It's in part of my to-go bag. I actually just watched a video on iInvisible, and she was like talking about like what you have in your to-go bag. I should have listened better, because I thought about bringing more comfortable clothes to church, and I didn't. And I got home and I just felt horrible, because all of the sounds and the stuff and the everything, and then getting home and feeling uncomfortable and like I'm gonna puke and an instant migraine. I mean, it's just been like happening more and more lately, and I think it's just like being in the school type environment again, even though it's in a comfortable place and the schooling's in my church and like all that. But seriously, it's how it just feels horrible. I'm just like, how many fidget toys do I need right now? But yeah, I came home today, and I was just sensory worn the heck out, and so I like was about to just honestly start crying, because I was like, my head hurts so bad, it feels like it's gonna explode. I haven't had to deal with this in a long time. I used to get migraines all the time when I was a teenager, and it went away. I guess I just wasn't, around as many people and things, or when I would choose to be. I don't know. It wasn't like a forced, like, you gotta go to school thing. So I'm loving school again, and since I found out all this stuff about my Aspergers, it's been helping, because I know, like, okay, I need these special TheraSpecs glasses that are gonna filter out these certain lights, but I had to figure that out by suffering. And then I need my headphones because my kids are really loud and it's just everything's really loud. And then I need them so that I can focus in on people. So I figured all this stuff out pretty quickly after finding out I had Aspergers, but I didn't figure it out quickly before because I just thought I was kind of an idiot. So anyways, I just, that whole thing happened when I got home. I just like kind of broke out. I just honestly started like, oh my gosh, like I just need to go lay down and I'm not going to eat lunch because I just need to go lay down. Then I went to go lay down and I got up out of the bed and was like, I need to eat lunch or I'm going to feel worse when I get up because naps are not always really great for me. And so I got up and went to the kitchen and fixed something to eat, or tried to. And then my kids were screaming and I was already feeling that way. So I just was like, ugh. I don't know how I've gotten through these past 5 years without headphones. And so I was like, I just got to go to the room. And I just, honestly was kind of emotional because I found out just recently about all these sensory problems. I've always known that it's been hard for me to read. The words kind of like pop up off the page. And I love the feeling of books and everything about how the books feel. I want to read so bad, and then I get into it, and it's just like, ugh, migraine, or can't see right, or something's just bothering me about it. And I struggled with that my whole life, and so I think partly I was like having oversensory, or sensory overload. I don't know why I want to say oversensory, but anyways. And then the other part was like I've been sort of emotional with finding all this stuff out and then just having to find the ways myself from all of you other YouTube Aspie autistic wonderful people. And so it's been helpful with all your videos and like learning things that I can do, or like fidget toys, or like squishy toys, or like the earphones, or just anything. Like I've taken like whatever tips and I've just tried different things for myself and my kids because they definitely seem to kind of follow in my steps. Oops. My phone vibrated and it fell. So yeah, I've just been struggling with it. That's what I was trying to get to. I'm really working on putting my talking into words or sentences or like out loud. So this is me kind of coming out as, hi, I'm Sarah. I have Asperger's and I have no idea what I'm talking about half the time. And whenever I go up to the phone, I want to look over here. Like seriously, I've always had dogs and I just recently got a cat and realized, oh my goodness, I'm like a freaking cat. I like shiny things. I like soft things. And I like shiny things, and that's going to bother me. And I have like loved my own space, but then I like to be with people when I want to be, but like I just am my, this own unique cat or whatever, except for my person. So anyways, and he has like, it's been an amazing experience to have this cat for like a week. I got him from a circus because I started living by my impulses recently, and something was telling me to take him home, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's going to be a whole other story. But anyways, my family member came over, and she's like basically another mother to me, and her husband's like another dad to me, and they kind of took me in when I was 19 there. I'm just going to get through this really fast. And like they've always like believed in me and all this stuff, and I was just like, y'all are weird. I don't understand why you think this about me. I'm not very smart. Like I'm never going to be able to do any of these things. Like I felt like almost like expectations because I felt like they thought better of me. I'm trying to like ground myself over here, like and I didn't understand why they got me. And so like all this searching and all this stuff, I finally, because I don't know, I don't leave my house very often. I finally, I don't know if I like seeing myself from further away or up close, because I feel like this is a little more awkward, but I'm fine with it. It's confusing. Anyways, but I finally got, they came over, they just surprised me. Out of all days is whenever I, of course, like cried after church from having sensory overload and like just feeling like kind of confused and alone with some of these things. And I've always known that, okay, so she's my dad's cousin, technically a second cousin, but I've always known that we had a lot of similarities. Like we both just talk, would probably drive people nuts, and we could probably talk to each other while each other is talking. I don't know. There's people out there like that, and that I can do that with. It's crazy, but I thought, I mean, honestly, I was nervous. I was like, I'm probably gonna bring this up to them. This is gonna be awkward, and like I don't know how to bring this up to them because they might just think I'm nuts. Like other people may think I'm nuts. I don't know. And I've watched enough videos to realize that, like, some people you probably just shouldn't tell because they're jerks. And so, thank you for all your warnings, because I would have probably ended up feeling like you guys. And I'm sure that I will end up just being like, I don't care, and telling the whole world because they just need to beep. But my aunt told me, or my mom, my aunt lady, second cousin, I don't know, it just gets confusing saying all that. Other mother told me that Aspergers runs in that side of the family, and I just started getting to know that side of the family when I was 19 and met them, so I didn't know. And apparently all the genetics runs real deep, and it ran real deep into me with the Aspergers, because apparently her grandmother and herself and like whatever, like all have Aspergers. And I was like, why didn't I know this? Oh yeah, because honestly, I thought my whole life I was kind of like dampened, put down, and thought that I was stupid. And I was already told that I have this or that or whatever, who knows, or ADHD, which I mean, I think I accumulated from, just trying to manage and function. But she told me that, and I just felt all this relief come down, and I felt like so understood, and I felt like that's why, that's not the only reason why they got me, but they never thought that I was stupid. And I honestly messed up a lot when I lived with them, because I could not understand how to be happy, and while they were treating me so well. And there's a lot of trauma in my life. I'll get to that in another day, because that's just like too serious. But, so it was just all this relief, and then she just like blah, 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 and we walked around the house following each other and talking about different stuff. And like, I've known them now since I was 19. I'm 28. Wow, what? How did the time? I don't have the concept. It's just like, and little do I know that I'm doing all this struggling to find out all this stuff about Asperger's, which she probably knew I was eventually going to do, because she knew I was smart. But she also probably knew that I was very stubborn, and that I needed to find out for myself. And so could have probably found that out sooner if I wasn't so stubborn. Dang it, my husband is calling, and I just hang on a second. Hello? Okay, my husband it messed up video. Dang it, it's messing it up. So, anyways, after finding that out, I was just so relieved, because, I mean, to be honest, I knew it was more genetic anyways. I don't know y'all's whole beliefs on that, but it is genetic. I know that there's people on my mom's side of the family that have autism or some form of that, and they haven't been diagnosed. But now I found out that my dad's family has it all over, and I don't really have any connection with him much. I have a connection with some of his family members. So all the women in that side of the family are just like me, or not just like me, but like they just don't be quiet, and they like know a lot of stuff about all their different special interests, and like very just observant, and we are just a bunch of little detective psychologists. I don't know. It's crazy. It is fantastic. And so, like, instead of me feeling like bad or crazy, I felt just like loved, accepted, and understood. And I am going to work on, the sensory overload stuff and whatever will help me. And hopefully, I'm just hoping that these Theraspects are going to work out, and that, I'm just gonna, I've been wearing my headphones in public recently. It's been a little awkward, but I'm just going to continue doing, not just what looks okay, and just doing what's going to be better for me, so I can teach myself and my kids. So that is that, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.